Good day to you, YouTube citizen. My name is the Lazy Australian. Before we can continue on to today's video review, I think it's important we spend a few moments to get a couple of things straight. I know that you are not a closed-minded person like my wife and other various members of the community who continue to refer to these useful tools by derogative terms, which include the fanny pack, the man purse, and the bitch bag. I know that you are more like me and can see the merit in these useful companions, and you can see how they can help people in their day-to-day lives as well as in extraordinary circumstances. Please join me in referring to these useful tools by their proper names, which include the man bag, the go bag, and the bro sack. With that out of the way, it is now time for us to continue on to our video review, and I thank you for your time. G'day viewers, Lazy Australian here. I'm out in the sunshine. It's beautiful weather here in Qatar at the moment, so I thought I'd shoot this quickly. We're talking about bro sacks today. My journey with bro sacks started about this time last year when we're on holidays back in Australia, and I needed to cross the road with my daughter and had all my holiday items in my pockets and hands and stuff, and realised I didn't have enough room to carry everything. So we stopped into a service shop and I picked up this Ripper Curl bum bag and did the job. Wallet, keys, phones all went into here and found that I didn't lose anything. The only problem was after even like 2 months I started to show wear and tear, and I was worried about it falling apart, as well as it's not sort of appropriate to wear in most sort of situations. So from there I did a little bit of research and ended up with Maxpedition. Maxpedition have got a very, very good name in terms of quality kit, and I really found it difficult to pick which bum bag I wanted based on the size and the not so much the price, but just the size and how awkward they would be to carry day to day. So I ended up buying 3. I bought the Octa, the Proteus, and the Sabrecat. It's very difficult to get a view about how big they are in relation to each other when you're online. So I took a risk and bought all 3. Don't tell the wife. And sort of learned from experience about what each one's good for and when you can wear one and not wear another. So on the front here you've got a Velcro patch. If you're in America, you've probably got an American flag on here. I've got an N7. As you can see, this is almost a year old. There's not a single piece of wear and tear on the bag itself. The Cordura material is indestructible, so much so that this fabric patch on the front started to fray, but the remainder of the pack is perfect, brand new, mint condition. The other thing is, because there's a Velcro front on it, you really do need to put a patch, because if you don't put a patch on it, it'll stick to carpet and it'll attract dust and all that sort of stuff. So just put a patch on the front and you're golden. You've got a zip pull on the front, and that's a change and key pocket. I've got some change in there, I'll leave that in there, and they're my keys for the office drawers. Then you've got a big front compartment which opens up fairly wide. Cash and business cards and the rest of the receipts and bits and pieces that you tend to accumulate. My credit card wallet. And then there's 3 elastic hoops in here to keep things separate and safe if you need to. Like all Maxpedition products, the bottoms have got quick drains. The material is water resistant, it's not waterproof, but if you do drop it in a pool or get it really wet, the water is just going to drain out, so that's just something useful to know. You've got your elastic paracord snatched on the top, so you can roll things up and put them in here if you do find yourself short, and then pull to keep tight. Main pocket is very generous. If you're concealing carry, a 38 will fit in here, no problem, so a compact handgun. A full-size Glock or a 45 is going to be a tight squeeze, and it's not a law enforcement bag or anything, so it doesn't open all the way. You are going to find it difficult to get your hand in here and access to your gun and spare magazines, so probably compact is about as big as you want to go, and a full size you're going to find a little bit difficult. Work pass, earphones, pen, truck keys, tactical light. I live in Qatar or Australia, so I can't carry a handgun, so carry a very, very bright light. I'll do a review on those later. That can get you out of trouble. If you know what you're doing, camera, MP3 player, Bluetooth headset, earphone extenders for sports, cigar cutter, and I've got a pen and some other bits and pieces. Passport, expat, always going to keep your passport on you in case you need to get out of town, and a couple more pens. That's basically everything. You've got a main bag, you have a net pocket in there, and you have another secondary compartment across the back. You also do on the Octa have a secret compartment on the back of the pack here, where you put things close to your body. It's fairly slim though. The other thing about the Maxpedition products, Octa included, there's gear loops everywhere, so you can use your Rollypoly tactiles or connectors, or even just carabiners to pick stuff off as you need. So as a day-to-day pack, I wear the Octa, great for day hiking and so forth. Put your really essential items in here and then carry a backpack. When it's on, I'll just zip off and show you what it's like when it's on. Now, I wear this wherever I go. So as you can see, fits very comfortably on the front. It's a good hand rest as well, rather than keep your hands in your pockets. And I wear this wherever I go, no matter what I'm wearing. And I don't find it too obtrusive, and most people sort of look at it once and then leave it alone, so it's not so bad. Again, the buckles are nice big, what I call industrial grade plastic with a very satisfying snick. And they adjust two ways. You can either adjust it, quick adjustments from the front, here like this, and you can adjust from the rear as well. So you can adjust it fairly tight using the back ones, and then depends on what you're wearing and how bulky it is, you can do a quick adjustment on the front. So overall, fantastic bag. Here we go folks, this is the Proteus. It's the middle pack in the range. This is designed to be worn on the back. It's a little bit cumbersome to be worn as a day-to-day pack. I do know that some girls who are interested in carrying around sort of a tactical looking or a different like handbag use this, and typically use it to carry a handgun. So guys, if you see a girl carrying one of these, there might be a handgun inside, just a top tip from me. What I've done on this one, I've got the Janus pouch, also by Maxpedition on the front. That's for my wallet and keys and that sort of stuff. And if I'm wearing this, I'm typically out for a day, or I'm on holidays, on vacation, and I'm carrying around a little bit more gear for the family or so forth. And we'll go through the different pockets and stuff now. The main Proteus itself, again, Molly gear loops all over it. All Maxpedition products have the quick open, quick close paracord on them. You have a pocket on either side of the pack, which will take a mobile phone or satellite phones. When we're travelling, we've got a satellite phone, and we tend to carry radios instead of getting roaming bills on the phone as well. So use satellite phone on one side, radio on another. They're pretty generous. You're going to have a pretty big radio not to fit in this. The satellite phone is a bit of a brick, and that fits in here fine, so that's okay. The straps on it have got a nice thick start on it, which then goes into the standard size of Maxpedition pouch, and they just add a little bit of extra cushioning thickness there. When you're carrying a little bit more weight in here, helps distribute that on your hips a little bit better, so that's a worthwhile inclusion. This one also has on it, if you want to use it as a bag, this back section velcros open, so, and you can put the gear loops or the belt into here and then velcro it closed, so you don't have the gear loops hanging everywhere, which is a nice little thing. There's also the gear loops on the back, so then you can use your tactile strips to attach this to any day bag or backpack that has gear loops. The main compartment is accessed after you unclip the quick connects, which is good. So you put a little bit of gear in here, and especially with you in Southeast Asia, if they want to get into the main bag as a pickpocket, they have to unclip and open, and you'll probably feel that. Even the front pouch here is also protected by the clips. The front pouch here is a relatively opens relatively wide, as you can see. Again, you're going to fit a compact handgun in here, no problems, or mags. A full-size handgun or compact is going to fit in the main compartment if that's the thing that you're looking for. I was using this winter away to carry a personal trauma kit, a quick clot, and some other bits and pieces and tourniquet. You never know how far away you are from trouble when you're in, especially in Asia and stuff, so that's what we're carrying in here. I've since moved over to a proper kit, but I'll talk about that later. In this compartment you have the main compartment, and then you've got two organisation pouches, and then one small pouch to the rear which goes across the entire back panel. Open up the main compartment there. It's got the same width as the front pouch in terms of the opening, so if you have got a handgun in there you have to be able to reach in to pull it out, as opposed to this one you can sort of come in from the side. And inside you have a main compartment and a netting compartment as well. The Janus pouch that I've got on the front has the gear loop, so you can compact things down on it again if you get stuck and you need to work out what you're doing. It also has this nice elastic rings here, so you can just put something quickly across the front. The main pouch opens up, and then you have on either side Velcro secured large pocket, Velcro secured central elastic hoop, and then two elastic hoops on the side. There's more than enough room in here for your medicine, earphones, wallet, cash, passport, blah 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 blah. And I find I've got this set up like this so I can carry the camera and the video camera here in the back with the other bits and pieces, satellite phone, radios, and the front I've got access to all my money and a passport and everything as I need. I'll just put it on and give you a feel for how this one sits. So again, this one you need to wear on your back, and you wear it on your hips, and so it covers your bum. You can, with a little bit of practice, you can get the pockets open and closed without looking at them, get access to your phones and radio. All your stuff is easily available to here. You can probably put a compact handgun in here if you really wanted to. But when you need to access the main pouch, you just basically spin the whole thing around, unclip, and in you go. The Sabrecat, the Big Daddy. I bought this not thinking it would be so big. It's a big, big bag. Where this does come in handy though is when you're on a day trip or a 2-day trip or a 3-day trip and you're carrying a bag, but you want to keep your loads separate. So precious items I put in here, and the rest of the just crap I put in a rucksack or a backpack. It's not going to do the job of a load-bearing harness or anything like that. If you're carrying a lot of weight, if you don't put it properly on your hips, you will feel this, and it will sag off your back a little bit, so just bear that in mind. But it will carry a lot of gear. Again, I was carrying a much larger personal trauma kit, which is basically everything you see in here, in this bag, as well as all the other stuff, including the video camera that I use to shoot this when I travel. I find that if I put the video camera in here rather than a dedicated bag, I find it a lot easier just to lug it around and get in and off tool buses and in and out of taxis a lot easier than swinging a bag around and all the bits and pieces. And I'll just quickly go over what you get with the Sabrecat. So I'll just start it up from fresh. On either side you get two great big pouches. So again, satellite phone, radio, no problem in here. In fact, you can fit 3/4 of a personal trauma kit into just one side. Snack bars, we typically had the satellite phone here and snack bars and all the rest of it here, and I had the radio in the front pocket. But set it up how you like. Again, to get access to the main compartment, the tertiary compartment or the front compartment, you unclip. Again, gear loop, elastic gear loop, the same elastic bands that were on the front of the Janus, and you have Velcro quick sticker here, so you can either put the patches on here, or on some of your lighter equipment you can put a Velcro backing on it and just stick it, which is pretty cool. Top compartment opens, and it opens full open, so this is a good one. Again, a compact handgun is going to fit in here, no problems. You position it right, a Glock might fit. On this compartment you have a zip mesh bag, 3 gear loops, main compartment, and secondary pocket. Very logical, very well laid out. The front compartment opens up. Again, I've got the sling, which I'll talk about in a bit. Opens up pretty wide. Any gun you like is going to fit in here, mags, everything. You get a accessory holder with a clip, just to help keep things organised. You've got 2 mesh bags, 1 secondary pouch, and it's a big opening. Fit, as you can see, I fit 2 hands across, and I've got big beefy hands. No problems. The gear sling, you have to put the shoulder sling, you have to buy this separately. They don't give this away, and it is expensive. Maxpedition stuff is not cheap, and they get you for every little accessory, but sometimes you pay for quality, and it clips into the 2 hoops that you see on either side here. Now, it's not very comfortable to wear this. It's not as comfortable as wearing a backpack or a messenger bag, but if you're in the queue for the airport to get on the plane, you don't want to be taking this on and off, you can connect it, sling it over your shoulder and just walk, but you don't want to be spending any long period of time with this over your shoulder, especially if it's loaded, because it does feel heavy very, very quickly. The other thing that came with mine, I know that this doesn't come with all of them, because I was talking to a guy who didn't get this, but mine came with this quick connector here, and basically that's designed so that you can take another bag and put its belt loop through here and connect it and run. If you're in a hurry and you need to secure something very, very quickly, you can put it in here. It's not going to go anywhere. Yes, it's going to flop around if you're running, but at least you're not going to lose it. And it's just one of those little get out of town, carry what you need to carry items that I've never used, but if I ever do need to use it, it's going to come in very, very handy. You have all these different things to help you tighten the load further in, squeeze everything in, compact it. I tend to leave it a little bit loose and tighten them up as I go. And then the other accessory I've just added to this one is this open up pouch. So the only problem with one of these bum bags, especially the big ones, is you wear it to carry everything you need to carry, but sometimes you get in a situation where there's just not enough room to carry what you need to carry. So that's where I've got this one, and as you can see, it's pretty thin, it's pretty small, about the same size as my hand, about 2 hands wide. But when you run out of carry room, open this baby up. Comes with a thigh strap so you can secure it from flapping against your thigh, and then look at that bad boy. It's basically another bag again, just as emergency backup, which is pretty cool. Again, that's an optional extra from Maxpedition, made out of the same Cordura material, and well worth the little extra money for that little peace of mind. And then just rolls up like that, and Velcro's closed. And as you can see here in the main compartment, you have 2 secondary side pouches with Velcro lining. So again, you can put Velcro sticking on the back here of precious items, secure them in here, and they're not going to move around inside the bag, which is pretty awesome. So that's the Sabrecat. I'll put it on the feel for it. They're actually easy to put on when they're loaded because they've got a bit of weight you can use to sort of sling it around. So that's connected up. As you can see, it is big. And if you bring it around to your front, it's even bigger. But you have easy access to all the pockets. And all the pockets. You can easily fit a day's worth of food, 2 days of food bait, tackle, knife, batteries, everything you like, mags. The right size submachine gun will even fit in there if you're that way inclined. So that is the Sabrecat. Last but not least, just going to take you over this. So rather than carry on my first aid kit in the bags and then every time I change my bag, depending on if I'm going for a day or half a day or overseas or whatever, I used to change in and out, swap all the medical equipment in and out, but instead now I've gone for one of these which I picked up off Amazon. They're on sale because some of the items in it were going stale. I've replaced those and we're good to go. Within 25-30 seconds I can connect this to any of the bags using the belt loop, and everything I need is in here. And I'll just give you an idea of what we're talking about. So, triage card, which helps you get things into priority and relay information about the status of your patients or yourself to first responders. Some adhesives, just their kid complaints stoppers, basically. Open up the main pouch, and unlike the others, this is more law enforcement or military focused, so complete 180-degree opening. Israeli bandage, tape, red marker to put right information on people, nasal airway with lube, quick clot, tourniquet, gloves, another compression tourniquet. If you get an artery bleed and the first one doesn't take, especially if it's a big guy, throw a second one on, but don't forget to call for help. Various bandages and compression gauzes. So, no, I'm not a mobile doctor or anything like that, but there's enough here for to take care of someone who's hurt until some first aid, some first responders arrive, and I feel much more confident, especially out in the desert or out on the water, knowing that I've got this as a bit of a backup. The reason I've gone with the bum bags and the bro sacks is I'm a little bit forgetful by nature, so I know that everything I need for every day is in here. Before I get up and leave the house, I just put this on and away I go. I know I haven't forgot anything. There's no more calling up my wife and saying, oh, with my phone at home, can you bring it? I've always got my wallet and keys, and I've always got everything else I need, especially the tactical light. So I can fully recommend the Maxpedition series of products. If you're after a daily wear, the Octa is the one that you want to be wearing. As a day bag, either the Proteus or the Sabrecat, depending on how long you're away for and what your needs are in regards to gear. But definitely get the Janus front pouch and the expansion bag from Maxpedition, and you can't go very far wrong. These are more than a year old and still look brand new, and I know that they'll see you as good as they've seen me. So with that, see you folks.